Top with mango mint barbecue glaze.
It sounds pretty good. Think it's too complicated? Think again. Country Club chef Chuck Simmons is here to show us how it's done.
Yes.
Chuck, so great to have you here. Thanks for coming
Great to be
in.
back. Thank you.
And you say this isn't as complicated as it sounds. It's so easy a Desiree could do it.
That's saying a lot. He's laughing.
You just got to have the right ingredients. Anybody can do it. You know,
What are the right ingredients?
Right
Yes.
ingredients. Okay, we've got some nice extra virgin olive oil. My family's
Tell
olive
us
oil.
about that.
Well, we call it Ileana, which is named after my daughter Isabella. That's Greek for Isabella, Ileana. It's my wife's family. They come from a very small village right outside of Sparta, Greece, which is about 3 hours south of Athens. So
Wow.
we started bottling it recently. We've been bringing it over for years, using it just for ourselves or in the restaurants that we were at. And now we're excited to start bottling it and
sharing it.
sharing
We're
with
excited to
everybody.
try it.
It's a
Yeah, I
wonderful
can't
olive oil.
wait.
So-
Absolutely. Tell us a little about this. You work at the golf club in Avon, right?
Yes, I'm at the Golf Club of Avon.
Okay,
Yeah.
and this is one of the dishes you make for everybody?
This is one of the dishes that has been on the menu for this summer.
A popular one?
It's very popular, yeah, because it has all of the right elements, I think, to it. We've got a good veal chop that can be either grilled or seared, like we're going to do it today.
Okay.
And I serve that over a fregola.
Which we had never
Fregola
heard of
couscous.
before. This is a type of couscous.
Yes, it's a large pearl couscous that has been toasted.
Okay.
It's an African couscous, so there are different kinds. We have an Israeli couscous, which is a little bit smaller, sort of a medium pearl, and then most people know the regular couscous, which is a very fine grain.
Are we allowed to try
so
it
it's
right now?
It's like a pasta.
I was just going to give it a
Pretty
small
much.
taste
Oh, thank
because I
you.
don't know.
So,
I'm curious. Ooh, that's really good.
That's really good.
thank
really
you,
good.
thank
Okay, I
you.
want
So
double
we,
dip.
we put that. We put
Take
that
the spoons
over.
away, Fontaine.
Okay, there we
We
go.
cooked that. Great, nicely done. And then we're going to put that in our pan. So
Let's get started
Let's get started.
Okay, what do we do
Desiree,
first?
If you can grab that, I'm
Okay.
going to put a little bit of butter.
I'm going to grab the frigula.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Fregola. There we go. Okay,
just
a
dump it
little
in
bit
there?
of butter and put it right in there.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to stir that around.
Now, what did you do, though, to get the consistency you have now with the frigula?
Well, we cook it very much like pasta. You know, it starts as a very hard grain. So what we do is we cook it until it's sort of a medium tender, kind of al dente. You don't want to overcook it because you're going to be reheating it. In this case, at the restaurant.
What's that flavor we're tasting in there, though?
Well, we've got a very good chicken stock in there, and
that's what it is.
because it's toasted, it brings out a whole new flavor with the couscous. It's got that sort of oven toasted flavor to it. So it's got that, and then we're going to put a little bit of salt.
Is that to taste or like with the salt?
Just to taste, yeah. I'm very careful with salt these days because there's so many people are watching, you know, the amount of salt that they take.
What herbs did you just put in?
The herbs, now this is a great thing. At the club, we have an herb garden.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
we have a
You
combination.
have one too,
of-
Sonia.
Yeah, we've
I
got.
have 4.
There you go. It's great stuff. We have thyme and basil in there. We've got oregano and some parsley and also some chopped chives and rosemary. So
Wow.
it's a sort of a combination of different herbs. And then in that, we're going to pour a little bit of chicken stock.
A little bit of chicken stock. Now, let's see. Why do you use the chicken stock? I'm just curious.
That will give it more flavor.
Okay.
It'll work well with the kind of meat that we're working with, that veal chop, and it sort of helps to keep the cooking process. You want it to be, it has a little bit of starch to it, and we like that. It's
Okay.
kind of like a
Sure.
risotto. kind
What
of
is?
thing.
Oh, it is a little like risotto.
Yeah.
What's the key to cooking this veal, though?
All right.
And
here's
finding
the
a
veal.
good cut of veal.
Yeah.
This is it. Well, you got to find a good butcher is what.
Okay.
And then, Desiree, if you could pour some of that extra virgin olive oil over the veal first.
over
We're
the
going to
veal first,
marinate
the
that. Now I'm
Ileana?
going to jump over here and grab some
This is the Ileana
shallots
extra
and
virgin olive
Sonia,
oil.
if you could put some of those shallots right over the top.
Over the top of
look
the
at the
veal?
color of that olive oil.
It's beautiful.
You know.
Do we need more olive oil?
Yeah,
Do we
that's
need more
good.
shallots?
That's
Shallots.
good.
That's good. Shallots?
Shallots.
That's how we
Sure.
pronounce them here at
Very
Connecticut
good.
Style.
And then we're going to take a little bit of salt, pepper,
Salt, pepper.
and put that over the top. And
I'll tell you, you
Sonia,
look like you know what you're doing, girl.
Look at that.
I'm
She's
just
got
saying,
the
you know.
motion. She's right in there. Got the hand in it.
I am a chef. I am a chef.
And Sonia, if you could just put some of those fresh
that's good.
herbs right over the top. There you go.
Oh, there you
There.
go. Look at there. All right. Okay, Martha Stewart. Okay. Now
All right.
what?
Next, we're going to put a little bit of the olive oil in the pan. Now, with that, we would let that marinate for about an hour or so.
Really?
Yeah, just to get all of those flavors involved with that.
How much
Okay.
olive oil are we going for here?
Just a little, just
Just
to coat
pour the whole thing, Fontaine.
Okay.
just to coat the bottom of the pan. And
Okay.
now I am going to sort of
Oh, turn it over.
That's
Turn
great.
it over. Get
How
some of
long
those
would something
herbs
like
on
this
there.
take, including the hour that it would marinate? I mean, what are we talking, start to finish?
When you're cooking, this should take about, if you want a sort of medium, you got your couscous going, about 20 minutes. Something like
Okay.
Okay, that's not
Okay.
too bad.
that. So we'll just sear that.
Oh, listen to that, baby.
And there's
All right.
also mango involved in this recipe.
now-
Mango in season right now or no?
Well, you can get mango just about any time. It's an exotic fruit. And then what you do is you want to let it ripen so that it's nice and soft. When you're checking for a ripe mango, it should have some give to it, kind of like an avocado. And I make a barbecue sauce with fresh mint. I also have some pineapple in there.
That sounds
some
good.
onions that are sautéed
gosh,
and all
stop
that
it.
stuff. So it's got a sweet texture, sweet taste to
Sure.
it. Some brown sugar, a
So-
little bit of smoke.
How does your menu change with the season? Will we still be able to get this there at the golf club? for a
Actually,
while?
I'll be changing
For fall.
For fall,
Yeah.
So,
So
we'll
get it
be
while it
putting-
lasts.
Get it while it lasts,
Okay.
right?
All right.
So
Or make it at home.
You're always coming up with something different, though, aren't
I
you?
always try to
Keep it
get
nice
out
and
there,
fresh.
keep it fresh, see what's in season, see what our local farmers are producing. That's very important these days too.
We love our local farmers.
Yeah, we try to support them as best we can. So
How should it look like that?
yeah, you want to sear it. We want to get a good color on it, and then we'll just let that cook for a little bit.
Is it true you started cooking at the age of 7? Is this true?
I started. Yes,
Yeah?
I just started cooking at the age of 7.
Little birdie told me.
Yeah. My mother was a great cook, and I loved to spend time in the kitchen with her. And she bought me a cookie book. So what I started doing was taking a different flavor of cookie to school when I was in the 4th grade.
Like a cookie of the month club.
Cookie of the month,
Yeah.
the kind of thing. So, and that's how I started. And then I started working at a very young age in a family friend's restaurant.
Wow, and then it just sparked from there.
Just went
Just
from there. I went
passionate
on
about
to
it.
Johnson Wales, and I loved it. As soon as I walked into that first restaurant I walked into, Jimmy Esposito, actually, the Fox and Country House in East Haven was the first restaurant that I worked at. And
Okay.
and I
Well,
walked
we'd
in
like
there,
to
I
be
loved it.
recipients of your on your Cookie of the Month mailing list.
I
right,
thought you'd never
absolutely.
ask.
Feel
Sonia.
free.
I thought you'd never ask.
to send us
Absolutely.
some.
What are we going for now? The
Okay.
bottom line here is we've got to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. It takes
wanna
about 20 minutes to
yeah,
do that?
you want to sear it really good, and
Okay.
then what we're going to do is we'll pop it in the oven.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a finished one in the oven?
I
I'll
do.
get that one.
Oh,
for
go
us.
grab that for us. In the
Yeah.
meantime, listen, you can get this recipe if you want to try it at home by just coming to our website. Log on to ConnecticutStyle.tv and we'll have the recipe for you there, ConnecticutStyle.tv. Or you can go to the Golf Club of Avon and try it.
Let me try
Is
that
that
for
safe
you.
to put that hot
Yeah.
pan on our counter?
Well, we are soon going to find
Right.
out. If I'm not here tomorrow, you already know what happened, right? They
Look
got
at that.
rid
It
of me.
looks beautiful. Chuck Simmons,
got
thank
that.
you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming
Thank you
in.
so
It looks
much for having
fantastic.
me.
Such a
It's a
wonderful
pleasure.
time.
Yes.
We appreciate
Yes,
you coming
can't wait to
in.
try it.
Thank you.
Oh
Great
my
to
gosh,
see you.
dive
Good to
on
see
in there,
you.
Sonia
I will.
Baghdadi.
I'm going to. Listen,
Oh,
don't
my
go
goodness.
anywhere. We're going to talk about